What's up, everybody? Tonight, come on in the room. Tonight, we're going to get into it and talk to our guys who are dealing with introversion, introverted guys. We are helping introverted guys tonight. So, if this is your first time here, welcome to the show. I am KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach, and this is our show. So we are glad to have you here. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. All right. So welcome back to the show, you guys. I'm KTJ, and tonight we're talking to our guys. So look, I had just had a men's group just now, and we just finished up, and we had a guy come on who had an interesting question, and so I thought that this would be a great way to have that conversation. Maybe there's another introverted guy out there that is struggling with his dating and relationship situations, and so we're going to try to help out some guys here tonight. I got my notes over here, so if you see me looking over here, that's what I'm doing. But we're going to answer some questions, and if you got questions, you could drop your question down below. I want to make sure that we can see it and we can get your questions if you have them. So let's get into it. I want to know, are you a guy who struggles with being social and being an introvert? Okay. I'll just tell you, I'm not an introvert. I've never been an introvert. I'm an extrovert. I'm the guy who will show up and connect with people in the room, have some fun, make people laugh, have an enjoyable time. One of the things I taught my guy in the class tonight is this one phrase that I give to my clients. I tell them, I am the party, right? Take yourself. I say one of the issues before I get into my actual teaching, I want to tell you kind of what this whole introversion is when it comes to meeting people. Really, when it comes down to it, what the problem is that you are thinking about what other people are thinking about, right? You're in your head. And if you're in your head, you're not paying attention to the other person. You're thinking about what you're thinking about, right? And so you're wondering, are they judging me? Do they like me? Am I what she wanted? Right? And so I told him, I said, I got a way for you to avoid all of those thoughts, right? Come with the mentality that I am the party. This is what I told him. I said, one thing you could be for sure of is that women go out to have a good time, right? Always remember the phrase, girls just want to have fun. So if you come in and you say, look, I am the party. I don't have to wait till the party starts. I'm coming to have a great time, right? Now you're interacting with this one person, and you don't have to worry about being nervous and being overly concerned. Why? Because you are the party. This is what I taught the guys tonight. So let's talk about it, because I know there have got to be a lot of other men out there who are struggling with introversion and just meeting people and meeting women and coming out of their shell. So let's talk about it. So one of the things you need to do first is play to your strengths. Check this out. Introverts often excel at deep, meaningful conversations. So they need to just use this as an advantage by focusing on quality over quantity in social interactions, right? So the idea is, if you are an introvert, right, put yourself in smaller circles, right? Rather than large groups of people and there's a lot of things going on, put yourself in smaller circles, right? One of the great place for introverts or extroverts to meet people is the coffee shop, right? Coffee shops got minimal people around. It's very small, very low key. and it's a great place to have intimate conversations with another person. All right. So look forward to that. Let's keep going on this. Here's another one. Choose the right environments. Speaking of that right now, choose the right environments, right? Attend events or places where there's shared interests like book clubs, art classes, hobby meetups. This is creates a natural icebreaker and reduces the pressure of starting conversations. So consider low key events like coffee tastings and things like that, galleries. I actually mentioned to him to go to things like the museum, right? Low key things. Now, at the same time, I'm gonna put a pin in this for you. At the same time, I don't want you sitting around feeling like you can only go to places like the coffee shop or artsy fartsy things, right? Because at the same time, you're still going to have to be standing in front of one person. So I told him, I said, look, he said he likes to go out and go dancing. I said, bam, that works for most women, right? Now, let's say you want to go out and dance, but there's people there. You lock in on one person and ask her, like you go up, start the dance before you get to it. Let her see you. And she's translating in her mind that you are fun and she's going to have a good time, right? And I told him, lock in on her. Focus on the woman that's in front of you. I don't care if there's beautiful women walking around you. The guy who asked this question, it was Dominican. So there's plenty of beautiful women all around. I told him, I said, look, don't worry about who's all around. Lock into this woman that's in front of you and dance with her and stay focused on her, right? And you're more likely to have some success. So here's another one. Set manageable goals. Now, I know there's not very many people who set goals when it comes time to going out and being social, but you have to do that, right? I even encourage all my clients to go on things like Eventbrite, right? Find out what's going on in your town. Find out what's going on in your area that you might want to do and get involved in. All right. And look, let me give you another one for you guys that's taking notes, right? I love meetup.com. Okay. Go on Meetup. You can interact with the people, send a message, sign up to go to one of those events. And in the comment section there under the events, they have where you can drop a comment and you can start a conversation. How about you be the person that starts the conversation? Hey, I'm John, and I'm coming to the Spanish dancing, event, the salsa event, right? Who else is coming? And somebody else is going to write their name down there and tell you that they're coming. You guys get into a conversation right there, and when you show up to the event, boom, you already have a social circle. Okay. It's just like that. So I encourage you, look, try it out. Go on Eventbrite, go on meetup.com and find something to do. Comment down below that I'm coming and you wanted to know who else is coming, right? Somebody's going to say, I'm coming. And boom, instantly, just like that, you now have a social circle building. All right. So here's the idea. All right. Setting manageable goals. Instead of aiming to meet a lot of people, focus on connecting with just one or two. You don't have to meet everybody. Lock in on meeting one or two people. And you never know where it goes from there. All right. This helps you to make the experience feel less overwhelming. So you practice in social circle, small places like baristas, striking up conversations with co-workers, getting comfortable talking to people. So one of the problems with introverts is they are uncomfortable with conversations, right? Listen to this. There's only one way to get comfortable with talking to people. You know what that is? Talking to people. Right? So I tell my guys, whether you're introvert or extrovert, I encourage you to talk to everybody, right? Talk to the lady at the checkout desk, right? Talk to the Uber driver. Talk to the just you're having conversations. You're getting comfortable having conversations, and it's just a matter of time that when it's time to have the conversation with the person you want to have it with, it's just going to flow naturally. All right. Let's keep going on this. Develop a conversation toolbox. This is look, believe it or not, this is one of the biggest problems that most men actually have when it comes to this. You know what the problem is? They don't know what to say. One of the biggest problems most men have when it comes to interacting, and this is whether you're introvert or extrovert. Men have the same problem. They don't know what to say. So this, I'm suggesting tonight that you create a toolbox. Check this out. Have a few to go conversation starters, such as what brought you here today? What's been the highlight of your week? One question I like to tell my guys to ask is, instead of asking like, how you doing? What are you doing? What do you do? All the same old boring Bob questions. Ask her, what are you excited about in your life right now? Okay. So that causes her to instantly think about like, what are you excited about? And the excited you tying yourself to that thing that she is excited about. And she's excited to share the thing she's excited about. Okay. So increase your toolbox of questions, right? When you're pulling up to a place where there's multiple people around, you can ask, if there's a bunch of ladies together, this is what I tell my guys: ask, how do you guys know each other? And that'll be a great conversation starter and gets things going. All right. It'll definitely get things going because they'll start talking about how they met and who knows who. And sometimes we forget how we actually met people. All right. So check this out. Leverage technology. I love this right here as a point, right? Leverage technology. Use the technology. I just gave you meetup.com. I gave you Eventbrite. Go in there. Use the technology. Now, one of my partners that I partner out with is Thursday Atlanta, right? They do dating events in the city. I host events in the city. Boom, we came together, and they have a great app where you can go on. There's a dating app. You meet somebody on a dating app, and then you come to the live event on Thursday. The event's called, the app is called Thursday, right? And you meet somebody on Thursday at the live event. A lot of major cities are having this sort of thing come in. So that's using both technology and in-person meetings. So you use all of those things to your advantage as much as you can. All right. So leverage technology. Online dating and social media can provide introverts with an opportunity to meet the woman in a less intense setting. So use that. All right. Practice being present. Oh man, this one could be tough, but you got to practice it. Focus on what you're enjoying in the moment rather than worrying about the next thing, right? Practice being in the moment, right? And it was important for me to tell the guy tonight that I want you to focus in on the person who's standing in front of you. Okay. One of the things I told him is that women measure a man by his energy, right? Because for women, they have to figure out, am I safe? Is this guy a nut? Is he going to harm me, touch me? Am I at risk in this guy's presence? Right? And those are all things that men never have to worry about. It never even enters into our minds if we're safe, right? And so I talked to him about just making sure that she is comfortable and you're focused on her, not looking at the lady behind her or looking at the woman over her shoulder or looking at, oh, look at that. No, stay focused on the person that's in front of you. And you have to do this intentionally because I know sometimes there's a lot going on in that room. But I told the guy tonight, I said, but make sure, let her feel like she's coming into your bubble. And inside this bubble, there's just you and me. Let her feel like there's nobody else in the whole entire room but me and you. I told him, I said, and you pay attention to her the whole time. Look at her hair, look at what she's wearing, look at all the things. And women can tell if you're paying attention to them or not. Women can feel if you're really interested in them or not. Women are blessed with with a God-given discernment, right? They can discern if you're a nut, or they can discern if you're safe, if you're somebody who's going to be good for them to spend some time with. All right. So do that. Focus on who's in front of you. Let's keep going on this. Build a social wingman strategy. I like wingmen, but at the same time, I don't want you depending on anybody else to show up to help you. Okay. I don't want you so worried about anybody else being the helper of the party. Why? Because you are the party. This is what I told the guy tonight. You are the party. So you don't need to wait for a wingman. A wingman is somebody to come in and take the pressure off. You don't need anybody to take the pressure off. You are the party. All right, let me give you this last one. Work on self-confidence. Let me tell you something. If there's one skill that you have to work on for your whole life, and that is to work on your confidence. People can feel if you're confident. Women can feel if you're scared. Women can feel if you know who you are and are comfortable with who you are. All right. Introverts sometimes mistake shyness for introversion. Building confidence is who you are and can make all the difference. Work on your confidence. All right. So look, I want you to see this introversion as a superpower. I don't want you to see it as a makes you lesser or makes you not as good. No, you're amazing. And you have this gift to connect on a deeper level in a quieter way. It's you, and I want you to be glad about who you are. All right. Look, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. I got some goodies that I'm working on, some programs as well. I got one for the men. Since you're here as the man, I got a class that I'm going to drop the link down below in the description, and we will see you next time. Peace.